Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nasaf Bani Gulam Sakia. Here I will perform maintenance on the injection system on light vehicles. A. Work preparation. Checking all instruction. Checking all equipment. Rack 1 complete and rack 2 complete. Rack 3 complete, and the last one, rack 4 complete. Here I will check or measure the battery voltage. To measure battery voltage, we will use a multitester. Before measuring, we clean the media to be measured and the tools to be used. If so, we calibrate the tool first. To calibrate the multitester, we first direct the selector to ohm. Has been calibrated. If it has been calibrated, direct the selector to volt to measure the voltage. Let's just measure it. The red cable goes to the positive terminal and the black cable goes to the negative terminal. The result is 12.82 volt. When you're finished, tidy up your work tools again and turn off the tools. Next, we will check the battery electrolyte level. To check, we can use a flashlight or check the battery. Electrolyte level is between upper and lower level. Here I will check the quality of engine oil and the quantity of engine oil. To check the quality of engine oil, we can check it by the texture of the oil. To check the quality and quantity of oil, here we use a dipstick. Here, the car oil is still quite good or safe. If the oil is still thick, that's a good sign. Next, we will check the oil quantity. We can see that at the end of the dipstick, there are M and L marks. M is maximum and L is low. Here, the quantity is still max. When it's finished, we return the dipstick to its original state. We continue on to the next task. The third, cooling system. A. Quality of cooling water. We will check the quality of the cooling water using a cloth. The quality of cloudy cooling water must be replaced with new water. Next, we will check the quantity of coolant by checking the reservoir tank. The quantity of cooling water is still full. Here we check the radiator cap function. If the needle doesn't reach, it means there is a leak. It turns out the result is leaking because the needle doesn't go up. Next, number 4, we will clean the air filter using an air gun. The way to clean it is simple, namely by shooting the air gun at the inside and outside of the air filter. Here I will show you to use key scan. First of all, plug in the socket first. Then the second one is to start the car. Then turn on key scanner by clicking the power button on the top right. After that, click Diagnosis. Next, we choose the car or car brand that we want to check. Wait a minute. Then enter GTC analysis. Look at the error code. That is the IATS fault code, namely intake temperature sensor signal system. Here I will fix the problem. When it's fixed, we go back to KeyScan. Then we go back to the TTC analysis option and clear the fault code. If it's finished, we have to check it again. The final step is to check the analysis data. Here we will find out the data or information on the car. If everything is done, then return to the main menu and turn off the KeyScan tools. That's all for me. Thank you. First, connect the socket to the nearest power outlet so that the gas analyzer can be used. Then turn on the gas analyzer at the back. If so, insert the pump into the exhaust hole. Then return to the gas analyzer and click enter. Next, we just click according to what we need. If everything is finished, tidy up the tools we have used and unplug the socket. Fast run oil price vary depending on the type, ranging from around 65 rupiah per liter to 4,122 rupiah for a 4-liter package. The cost of an oil change varies, ranging from around 100 rupiah for a fast run oil change package, depending on the location and service provider. Mention the advantage and disadvantage of installing a MUP sensor and not installing a MUP sensor. The MUP sensor is a vital component in fuel injection engines, measuring the air pressure in the intake manifold to determine the correct fuel injection quantity. Its primary advantage is creating a highly accurate air-fuel mixture, resulting in high fuel efficiency, optimal performance, and low exhaust emissions. However, the downside is that if the sensor is damaged or there is a vacuum leak, the readings will be incorrect, resulting in poor fuel consumption and drastically reduced engine performance, since the ECU lacks the necessary data to operate correctly.